Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And the Bears offense ready to go to work here for the first time, leading him out, the 11th overall pick of the 2021 draft, Justin Fields out of Ohio State.
And just a few years after the Bears made a big move at quarterback, taking Mitchell Trubisky, they did it again this year, moving from number 20 to number 11 in the draft to select Justin Fields out of Ohio State. This offense was just 26 in total yardage last year, so they needed some production. Justin Fields, 63 touchdown passes his last 2 years at Ohio State. They're expecting him to be their guy for the future.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now it's Fields. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. This one swung out to Montgomery. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
No, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On second down, Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 16 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Fields. Completes a Mooney on the slant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Fields. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. To throw is Fields. This one swung out to Williams. Touchdown Bears! Damian Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Time to see the Bengals offense go to work. And leading them out, the #1 overall pick of the 2020 draft, Joe Burrow, now in his 2nd season out of LSU.
And what a rookie season he had indeed. A knee injury knocked him out in Week 11 at Washington. And while the Bengals only won 2 of his 10 starts, I think everyone around the league and anyone who watched the NFL came away impressed. 13 touchdowns, just 5 interceptions, nearly 270 yards a game passing, the 3rd most by a rookie in NFL history.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 29, Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off the draw, here's Williams. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Working with a 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. Here's Fields. Finding room to the 20. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Again, Fields. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney from 6 yards away. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bears take over.
The Bears offense ready to get going again.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On 2nd down and 4.
Fields, he'll drop this down to Williams.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Fields now to throw.
And Graham's got it. Complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
Oh, what a move.
And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
1st down. Here's Burrow.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Malone Nichols in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. 2nd and 10. Fields again.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
Well, we knew that Darnell Mooney could absolutely fly, but he was only taken in the 5th round out of Tulane because of his size. He ended up being one of the better late-round picks in the NFL last year. 61 catches on the season. There's another one there, this time for a 1st down.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now Fields.
Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Logan Wilson.
Able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams, 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll run it with Williams. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
He's got it to Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Slant pass to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and 12. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Gostkowski's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And it's 3rd and short.
Looking to throw. Fields. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Operating from the gun. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On second down, it's Montgomery. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Looking to throw again on second down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. A gain of 6 there on first. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Open man is Chase, complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Fields steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. The Patriots seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. A touchdown pass there for Derek Carr. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. KJ Hamler. A touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here.
And now they will throw it with Burrow.
Got a man open, it's Chase.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Burrow on play action. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Big hold to the 30, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escaping.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
On 1st down, Fields.
The connection made. It's Graham. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
Now it's Fields.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Graham. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
3rd and 2, Fields.
And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Fields. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one goes for 8 yards.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. For Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
To throw is Fields. Out to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go, his 1st rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback. And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense. Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Cincinnati set to take over once again.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Here's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Burrow will throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run it again with Williams.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here we go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They go back to the ground with Williams. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Again, it's Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Fields.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 26.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Back to throw. His throw here is incomplete.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver,
but it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Williams loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? And rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down.
Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago. Fields on first down.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And Graham's got it, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
8 yards to go on second down.
A give, this is Montgomery. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Graham. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Fields now to throw.
And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Here's Fields. This one swung out to Williams.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Running left, Montgomery. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson.
And the Bears are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
Now Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Santos with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To the air again, Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Williams brings it in.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Now here's a throw. It's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Fields on 3rd down.
He finds his man complete. That's Graham. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bears, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.